Well, it is finally here. The Odin is upon us. Let's get into this. What's up, cloud gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Odin and checking out cloud gaming for this device. Now, there's a lot to cover for the Odin, so I'm going to put a timestamp, so feel free to skip around. But to get started, we're just going to take a look at the design. Alright, so this is the Odin Handheld, and as you can see, this resembles the Nintendo Switch. So when it comes to button placement, you can tell that they did it right with this device. You have your two analog sticks here. You have your D-pad here, and this is a really good D-pad. You have your Y, X, B, and A button here. You have your select button, your start button here. And if we go up here, you can see you have your L1, R1, L2, R2, and you can add a micro SD card here to expand the storage. You have HD out, so if you open this here, you can see that you can plug a mini HDMI here. But the cool thing about this is that they have a dock just like the Nintendo Switch, and you can dock this and you can get a 4K experience to your TV with the dock. So it's pretty incredible. Again, this is your volume rocker and this is your power button. And again, something I love about this is the triggers. They are analog and they feel really good. So the cool thing about this, if you go to the back, you have, they call this the M1, M2, so you can customize this again if you play mobile games. But yeah, really good stuff. As you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet. Again, some fan on the back for noise as well, and some speakers back here. They claim that this has stereo speakers, and I have to say the speakers actually sound really good. If you look in the bottom here, you can see it has a headphone jack and a USB-C for charging and also docking. And this is the speakers coming out. So up here, you have your microphone, which is pretty cool. And this is a 6-inch 1080p display, which is incredible. And so something that is so good about this device is that it has lights. So if I turn it on, you're going to see, Right now, you can't customize the light. It's just the blue color. But as you can see, under the analog, it has lights. And the side here, it has lights too. So it's a pretty cool feature. Again, you can turn it on and off, but it's pretty cool, right? All right, so that is design. I really am impressed by the way this feels and looks. So for comparison's sake, we're going to compare it to the Nintendo Switch Lite. And I think this is what this device resembles a lot. So as you can see, it's bigger than the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch Lite has a 5.5-inch display, and this has a 6-inch. But yeah, when it comes to size, you can see it looks pretty similar. Again, look at this, right? Triggers wise, L1, R1. It looks pretty close, like the Switch, right? Fan up here. It's pretty similar, but again, this is just wider. But yeah, very light, very portable. And I think this screams premium when it comes to quality. And again, so this is the Onexplayer size compared to this. And you can tell this is really hefty, right? So this is a lot more slim and more portable than the Onexplayer. I love the design for this. So let's talk about the price for this device. So if you want to get the dock, which I mentioned earlier, that turns this pretty much into a Nintendo Switch and gives you 4K, it's $50 USD. They have an Odin Lite, which is $199, which is a great price. They have an Odin Base, which is $240. And then they have an Odin Pro, which is what I have here, and this is $289. All right, now that we got the price out of the way, let's talk about the specs. All right, so there's a Base and Pro. Both Base and Pro comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon SD845 chipset, 64-bit processor. It has an Adreno 630 GPU. It has 4 GB of RAM with the base, and then for the Pro has 8 GB of RAM. For the storage capacity, base has 64 gigs, Pro has 128 gigs. The screen for this device is a 1080p screen, 6 inches IPS LCD with touch, with a PPI of 369. For video output, this has HDMI plus DisplayPort. For Wi-Fi, it has a 2.4/5 gig Wi-Fi, supports Bluetooth 5.0, and it has USB-C 3.1 and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The OS is running Android 10. For the base, it has a 5000 mAh battery. For the Pro, 6000. For charging, it has quick charging 3.0. And yeah, this is some powerful stuff. And again, you can see to the right is the Lite, the one that's $199. So if you guys were interested in that one when it comes to pricing, these are the specs for it. All right, so enough about specs. Let's showcase the UI of this device. Now, what separates this from any other Android handheld device is that they have a custom UI with a lot of incredible stuff going for this. So to get started, they have a custom launcher and then they have a traditional Android launcher. So what you see right here is the traditional Android launcher. And then if I go to Odin launcher, that's the custom launcher. So I'm going to go to Odin and show you guys some of the cool things that this can do. So if I swipe to the left right here, I have access to games. So it's pretty cool. You can download an app from the Google Play Store, come here and hit the plus button, and it gives you the opportunity to add that app. So again, I have GeForce Now. So if I do that, you'll see it pop up here. So I can have all of my cloud gaming apps here. It's pretty cool stuff. And then you can go to entertainment and do the same thing here as well. So again, it's pretty cool. And then through this side, you can turn on and off the lights, the LED lights, which is pretty cool, right? So if I want to turn back on, I can do that here. Again, you can customize productivity app, and then you have your system app, which is pretty much everything that you have downloaded on this device. So it's right here. You can go to your settings through here and yeah, get into all of this stuff like you normally would with an Android device. Also through this, you can turn off dark mode and turn on dark mode, which is pretty incredible. And you can quit out the browser, which we'll do in a bit, but not yet. I want to show you this side. This is actually another side. So let's get to that. So here you can mess with the brightness here. So I can turn it on and off, which is pretty cool. You can check out storage, right? Which is pretty cool. So this is a neat part. If you go to TV settings, right? Once you have the dock, you can switch what modes you want, 4K or 1080p, which is pretty incredible. And then you can mess around with your sleep settings here. And if you want to go to the Odin settings, which gives you more to play around with. All right, so we're just going to open up the Odin setting and showcase what this looks like. So as you can see here, you can enable the lights on and off here. Again, video output, you can mess around with that some more here. You can play around with your audio. So if you want more bass or more treble, you can do that here. This is pretty cool. If you're a cloud gamer, would highly recommend this. So if you click this on, you watch up here, it gives you your Wi-Fi settings. So it shows you how much speed that you have going for there, which I think is incredible. And I'm going to showcase that here in a bit. So this is pretty cool. Again, I told you a lot going for this device. So as you can see, this is your traditional Nintendo Switch button layout, which I find annoying. But with this custom setup, you can actually change that. So if you come here, you have your normal Odin or your Xbox. So if you go to Xbox, then it changes this to X and A here, and then bring this to Y and B here. How cool is that, right? And again, with your trigger buttons up here, you can choose to have it analog or digital, or you can do both. Again, so much customization here, and this is really neat. I'm going to showcase shadow here. This is a great feature. You can enable a virtual mouse, so let's do that. All right, so there it is. That's my cursor. It's pretty cool. And if you hold B now, it goes away just like that. So again, really cool stuff here. And that's about it for the Odin settings. But customization doesn't stop there. So let's exit this and showcase more about how awesome this device is, right? So if we come here again, we're back to the traditional layout. If we swipe down, you even have more customization here. So this has a fan, which you can turn on and off. And then they have different modes that you can play around with. You have your standard mode, you have your performance mode, and you have your high performance mode, right? Not only that, you have your fan, which you can turn on if your device starts getting hot or if you feel like your device is doing too much. And there's more. There's an FPS counter to where you can see how many FPS and how your performance is with all your cloud gaming apps. We'll get to that in a bit, but just want to showcase this off. Okay, so watch what happens when I hit performance. You're going to hear the fan turn on. I have it on quiet. Let me turn it to sport. So that is the fan on. And I'm going to turn it off. And that is it off. So as you can see, there's a fan here. So if your device gets too hot, you can turn it on and you can turn it off. Again, when it comes to customization, there's a lot of fun things that you can do here. All right, so let's start testing some cloud gaming apps here, right? So I have Google Stadia, as you guys are seeing right here. All right, so we're gonna open up Resident Evil Village for the Google Stadia platform. All right, so as you can see, this is Resident Evil Village running on the Google Stadia platform. So check this out, guys. So if I scroll to the right, look at this. It gives me all this. It shows me how my system is doing right now. It shows me an FPS count. So if I click that up here, you're going to see an FPS count going forward. 60 FPS, 59 FPS. And as you can see, guys, this runs really, really smooth. So again, back here, right, some pretty cool features that come with this is you can record your screen right now, right? So you can record gameplay. When you're done, hit that and it saves for you. So if I scroll here again, you can take a screenshot, and just like that, it takes a screenshot for you. You can share it or do whatever you want. I'm just going to delete that. And then check this out, guys. You can literally live stream through StreamYards to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or whatever you want to stream to, right? How incredible is that? All right, so back to Resident Evil. Again, as you guys will see, this looks incredible. You have your 1080p display, and graphically speaking, this looks good. I always get stuck in this game. I don't know where I am. It's been a while since I played this, but just want to show you guys how great this looks. And also how smooth it looks running on this device as well. The analog stick feels great. And graphically, again, this looks incredible. So again, the cool thing about this Google Stadia being 4K, once that dock comes in, I can just dock this and then utilize this device to display 4K on my TV with the dock. So again, pretty incredible stuff here. But yeah, this is Resident Evil Village running on this device via Google Stadia. And as you can see, no latency issue. It looks and runs really great. All right, so that was Google Stadia. Let's test out some Xbox Cloud Gaming here. Again, the FPS count carries over here, which is pretty incredible. Test out a game like Forza Horizon 5. All right, so I just want to show you guys something. You see how it says push A here to start the game? And this is B and this is A. So if I push B, it's gonna go for A because we messed around with that settings. You see that, right? So even though this is a Nintendo Switch layout, because I picked the Xbox controller settings, I'm able to change this now to a traditional Xbox layout, button layout, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, so I have to tell you guys, because this has performance mode and it has quality mode, the FPS count really works. So right now I have it in performance mode, and you can see it's displaying close to 60 FPS. If I switch this to quality mode, it goes down tremendously. So let me see if I can showcase that for you guys real quick. All right, so here we go. This is quality. As you can see, graphics are a little more sharp, but look at the FPS count up there, right? You see how it's staying to 30? So that actually works, guys. It's pretty cool. You can use this in all of the cloud game platforms, which I find incredible. I am a terrible driver. I have a fast car driving dirt, so I apologize for slipping around, but this is as smooth gets. Alright, onto some main road. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely incredible. Loving every second of this device. You can see gameplay is smooth, no latency issues, no stutter. Can be really competitive here. Alright, so my final verdict, should you get this device for cloud gaming? I would say absolutely. This is the device we've all been waiting for, a Nintendo Switch-like device for cloud gaming that's affordable but yet offers really good quality. What sets this device apart from its competitors is the custom UI that this has and its custom features. Guys, this literally cannot be done on any other handheld Android device. And there's even a feature that you can bring a custom Windows 11 ROM on here and run Windows, which is something I'm about to test and let you guys know how it is. But there's just so much to this device. I haven't even cracked the surface yet. Again, my dock is going to come in and I'm going to be testing that out to showcase 4K on here. But man, for the price, for $199 for the Lite, and then for $250 for the base, and then for $289 for the Pro, I mean, this is just priced right for cloud gaming, and it runs really, really well. Cannot recommend this enough. So some people might have the question, with the Steam Deck getting an official release date for February 25th, should I just wait for that to get this? I would have to say that they're both different devices. This is an Android-based device, and Steam Deck is pretty much a mobile PC. But for the price, you cannot go wrong with this. And an advantage that this is going to have over the Steam Deck, number one, is that you do have a 1080p display, while Steam Deck is only 720. And number two, the custom features and UI that this has that the Steam Deck is not going to have now. Steam Deck is going to be Windows, and I'm sure you can mess around with it. But man, this is really impressive, especially for the price point. Again, cannot recommend this enough. Alright fellas, let me know if you have any questions. Check out our CGX gameplay videos. I'm going to be showcasing some gameplay running on this device if that was something you guys were interested in. Alright fellas, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Till next time, y'all. Peace out.